Okay, Elena is Elena is an artist, calligrapher, and map maker based in Palo Alto. After years of exploring different creative paths, she found her passion in custom maps and illustration. She creates personal and fictional maps, bringing both real stories and the imagined worlds to life. Each piece is crafted by hand with care and a deep love for detail. Elena, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. Supposed to work. And I hope it's working. So my name is Elena, and I moved to the United States more than 10 years ago. And I didn't have friends. I had a baby. I was so alone, so alone. So I decided that calligraphy is the funniest hobby ever. So I decided, so calligraphy, you have to practice a lot. You practice every day, just a little, letter by letter. It was boring, and I decided to make a map of Long Island, where I was at that moment. And I posted on Instagram, and people said, like, oh, I like it. Can you make one for my birthday, or for our wedding, or for my spouse? So this is how it kind of started. And I started liking the process of collecting places, put it on a Google Maps, rearrange them, cut it, crop it, find it. I like how people have feelings to map. As Sudan says, I believe, she said, like, people feel themselves on the map. So I was thinking, oh, this is what people want to have. So, and the main process was like what memories people wants to preserve. And once I was making a map of the school, and parents said like, oh, we need to put the tree. And I was just like, what kind of tree? They said like, no, kindergartners every year climbing up and down, generations per generations. This tree is important for to have in a school. The other thing that I noticed, the accurate geography doesn't match sometimes our picture in our brain. When I drew Bay Area map, and I drew it a lot for local people, they think north is just on the top. Usually, San Francisco is always has to be on the top, and they think it's north. And if you draw Santa Cruz, they say, oh, Santa Cruz is far away. I said, Highway 17 is pretty long. But in their mind, it's just around the corner, so it's much closer. And I see another thing, when I drew ranches, usually huge ranches in Texas, you don't see a lot on a satellite map. They used to have creeks, sliding hills, sheds, horses, ranches. You see on the map, you don't see it in like, it exists in real life. And they start explaining, oh, you turn from a house like on the left, then on the right, and I'm not there. So I'm just trying to look at the map and figure out like where everything is located. So I see my job as a kind of blend reality and emotions and memories and feelings. And I use traditional materials. It's paper, ink, watercolor, and I use calligraphy to bring all together. And as you can see, it's a very long, very slow process, very meditative. And I believe Chris was showing our beautiful maps about battles. And I think it took them a long time to draw this. So I think calligraphy adds a lot of personality because you can choose different fonts. It could be playful, it can be has more flourishing and more details. And then I start doing digital maps. Digital maps really good for printing and scales. So I made a wonderful excuse for one of realtors, local realtors, made a Palo Alto map, central of Palo Alto. She needs just neighborhoods. She's like, do whatever you want. So I drew all 20,000 little houses by hand, made in shape, as you can see, each for them. It took me a few days. I'm not sure I feed my kids. And so, but yeah, you can see it right here. And this is a Candida school just around the corner. They will have a new map for next upcoming year. And this is it. This is what I'm doing, and thank you so much for. And I also want to extra thank you for all libraries, because I have like all small details. I found them somewhere. I collect them, and I really appreciate if you digitalize maps and make it open for everyone, because for artists it's like really inspirational, and we use it a lot. Thank you so much.
Okay, we do have time for a couple questions. Ken?
Well, first question, probably other people are wondering about this. You were really sure-handed at calligraphy. How did you get to be so good at that?
First of all, I finished school in Russia. We learn cursive, everyone. So cursive is our handwriting skill from the beginning. And another thing I said, like I was here, I just moved, I didn't have friends. And I was just like, I need a hobby. So I went to Michael's, I bought knitting, I bought needlepoint, like whatever I wanted. Like I was from the shelf to the shelf. And I found this very meditative, and I liked the process. And I was like, oh, this is what I like. It's very meditative. I really recommend you.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thanks.
Elena. Wow. Okay, right on schedule. So we're going to restart in an hour at 1:30 sharp. Thank you.